All right. Hello, Internet. Long time no see. I'm sure many of you probably thought I was dead or, you know, lying in a ditch somewhere or possibly stranded in the middle of the rainforest. If you know me in real life, you probably thought that I was never going to release another song because I've been talking about working on an EP for so long. But yeah, surprise, here I am. So, speaking of the EP, I'm sure many of you guys are wondering, where have you been? Ecstatic, Ethan, where have you been? Um, and yeah, I've been working on a 5-track EP called GRIMM for the past year. I think I started the first track right after In the End came out, I'm pretty sure. Um, and yeah, it's been over a year since then, and it took me a minute to finish all these tracks and put it all together. But yeah, it is finally complete. I'm putting all of the final touches on the last song as we speak. And yeah, I'm about to submit the first single, Mirror Mirror, to distribution. So yeah, as soon as I get my hands on the cover art, it will be finished. Finally. But yeah, other than that, I guess it's probably you guys deserve a little life update, especially since the last one. I was in I was in kind of a dark place in that like life lately rant video. I've just been really genuinely happy lately. And I'll get into that later, but things have been good. Things have been good. I've been going to college for computer science, not music. I know that was the big topic of contention in the last video. I was talking about like music school and all this stuff and how I didn't really know what I was doing. But yeah, the computer science stuff has really been working out lately. I think I've realized that like that lifestyle is, at least right now, looking in as an outsider, is a lot more compatible for me as a person than like hustling all the time, trying to produce for people, or being like a mixing engineer, or going on tour all the time. But I mean, obviously I would love to do those things if I was given the opportunity, but computer science is kind of the new goal. And so, school's been heating up with that and getting painfully difficult, but I'm pushing through. All right. I passed calculus, which was like a huge barrier for me mentally. So yeah, that was awesome. And I've had some great personal life developments. I got a girlfriend. That's been fantastic. And maybe part of the reason why this EP took a little bit longer to come out, but that is so worth it. And yeah, let's talk about the EP. So the whole thing is based on Grimm fairy tales, like the Brothers Grimm old German fairy tales. And I wanted to really focus on storytelling and like having actually quality lyrics for once in my stuff. Uh, I got a lot of flack over the years for crappy lyrics and crappy vocals, which I'm not whining about. I'm whining about it a little bit, but it was totally deserved. It was just a hole that I needed to patch up. So I went really hard on lyrics this past year, and that was really where like a lot of the time and effort went onto this project. It was like trying to turn that deficit into kind of a strength. And now I love writing lyrics. So that's been fantastic. And the original idea was that each track would be a different fairy tale from, the Grimm fairy tale collection. But it kind of morphed as the project went on. I ended up using the fairy tales as sort of like a baseline story. And then I would kind of like weave my own personal experiences in on top of that. So then you get this kind of cool blend of like a fairy tale sort of medieval vibe, but also with, you know, my heart and soul put into it. Another really big deal with this EP is that I am rebranding. I'm no longer going to be ecstatic. I am now going to be half blind. And I'm sure many of you will not like it, okay? Because here's the thing, nobody likes an artist's rebrand, or like a band when they rebrand. Nobody likes the new name at first, okay? So you're just gonna have to deal with it, and trust me that it's cool. Trust me that it's cool and that it'll fit. And yeah, half blind. So I'm not gonna make a new channel. I'm just gonna rebrand this channel. Pause. Okay, Ethan from the future here. This is actually completely incorrect. I am gonna make a new YouTube channel, and this is my final upload to the Ecstatic channel. The reason for this is this channel is already linked with my Ecstatic YouTube music page, and so I can't just like easily change the name to Half Blind without like causing a whole bunch of other repercussions. So whatever, it kind of sucks. I wish I could keep using this channel as the main, but yeah, we're gonna be moving channels, and I will link that new channel in the description. So this will be the last upload on this channel, or on Ecstatic, I should say. And yeah, so everybody make sure you go subscribe to Half Blind. I'll link it below. And yeah, okay, thanks. Sorry. But for streaming like Spotify, Apple Music, etc., there is going to be a new page. There is going to be a new page. So the Ecstatic music will stay up for the foreseeable future, but I'm going to make a new page for Half Blind, and I will be spamming all of you guys with links and all that stuff in like the community section of YouTube. Also, I'll put it in the description when like all of this stuff comes out. But just be prepared for that. If you see a stranger in your feed, it's probably me. It's probably me. I'm really just excited to put this thing out finally, because it has been burning a hole in my pocket since August, and I'm sick of it. And also, I'm proud. I think there's some good stuff. I think you guys are gonna like it, and I'm probably gonna put out a couple singles after this project, after this EP, before I start working on my next like full-on project, like album or whatever. But we shall see about that. And yeah, I've just been really genuinely happy lately, like for once. And I never thought that I was unhappy before, but I kind of realized that like through music and through releasing stuff, I was kind of just giving myself a happiness IOU sort of, every time I would release a new song, you know, like this is gonna bring me closer to being famous, and by famous I mean actually happy. And okay, no, that time that failed, now this will bring me closer to being happy. And I don't know, I just realized like that's not how I want to live my life, you know? Because of that, I spent like a really unhealthy amount of time chasing fame, and that's just not what I'm after anymore, man. So moving forward, I'm just gonna put out stuff when I want and try to be as active as I can be on socials. But you know, if I'm not, that's fine too. The world will go on. So yeah, I think one of my friends was really concerned when I told him about all this, because he thought that I was like giving up on music. And it's not that I'm giving up on music at all. I'm kind of just giving life a second chance. That sounds super dramatic, but there's more than just making beats, you know? But yeah, so I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, you are an official super Ecstatic fan. And yeah, I'm thinking that I'm gonna release a video, maybe hopefully before the rebrand, but maybe not. That's kind of like reminiscing on on Ecstatic and all the highs and lows that came with that whole project. Um, and I think that would just be fun and would be nice for future, if anyone's ever curious, about the old project. It'd be fun to kind of write down all of those experiences, and because a lot of you guys were a part of those experiences, so I think that would just be cool to kind of get those all down on paper, so to speak. And yeah, I'm gonna make a huge stink on socials as soon as I know the first single's release date. It'll probably be like 4 weeks from now, because it takes 4 weeks once you send a song to your distribution service, for a song to reach all the stores. So hopefully I'll get to submit it today or tomorrow, and then I'll have an official release date for you guys. So yeah, I love all of you, and I will see you on the new channel. See ya.